I lost more brain cells than it was worth, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. I guess. The one sector missile. Yo, what's up, March? How we doing? We're back to English stream, so you're gonna be able to understand just about everything we say. Alright, so won't be too long. We get the I'm gonna do the Facebook post. This Oui, oui! Yes, yes, sausage! Yes, yes, sausage! Oh. See. Two, put your hands together if you wanna clap. Let me take you through this monkey rap. Holy K, Donkey Kong, leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun. Actually, wait. I wore this shirt yesterday. We'll be right back. Stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. Yes, I'm getting changed. Yes, I'm not wearing a shirt, but no, you can't see me naked. Don't worry about it. It's not against Twitch rules. If I turn the webcam off, you drink in style. The super moon. quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can float through the air and climb up trees. Choose her with a skip and a hop. She's one cool Kong, huh? DK. No. Has no style, he has no grace. But this Kong has a funny face. Alright, there we go. We're back in a second. Might as well put some pants on too. The struggle of casting in summer, man. It's so hot outside. Back again and about to end. This time he's in the mood. Oh. Well, I'm wearing like men's health boxer briefs, but I don't want people to like misjudge anything, you know? Cause all right, here we go. Well, bam! Here for you, it's the last member of the DK crew. Sorry, had to butt chug the Gatorade, so we can be ready. Band was rapid fire bands. We got the Olaf band away from Nute, the Trendemir, the Ambessa. Now yo, maybe we get to see the Gwen. Papathion from Hold Me Back and Seraphine. Walnuts, peanuts, pie. Woo! Edward taking Gnosis is riven away. Okay, so we got 4 top lane bands. I'm expecting B1 R1 top lane. Ooh, the Gwendo open for Nute. Snip, snip. Gotta come cut him down, baby. Is it time for Nute to show up on this Gwen? I mean, it was left open. And Nute gets the snippers. Yo, what's up, it's Mishatos? How you doing? Alright, so Apex got their hands on the Mal, which is a pretty strong pick currently, given the volatility of the mages. But, I mean, we've seen Nute on Gwen 1v9. Turns, the battle around ends. They're giving Brindy Batoni the Zeri. Alright, so we have 2 of the 3 Powerpuff Girls assembled. We got Bubbles. No, actually, wait. Gwen's not a Powerpuff Girl. Oh, okay, wow. There's insta-lock. Okay, so it's Mel bot lane. No, wait. It could be a Kali top. It could be a Kali top. So, Mel might still be a flex here. But Mel into Zeri? Not really that good. You can reflect 1 burst fire, but that's not what hurts here for Zeri. It's the continuous like burst fire every like 0.x seconds. Ivern picked here to try and slow down the aggression by Apex. Okay, so losing a bit of objective strength to get a bit of scaling shield ability here. But now it's going to be up to Tazan to really have some klutz shield play. Because Ivern has ability HP, and Mel finds him late game. That's an execute. Akali also can execute. So, we get the Poppy Band here away from Apex. Bombardino, Crocodillo. Wait, what I named this? Apex Bombardino. Okay. Talagang foam. Let's go. By we work out every day. We look good. las masses. Oh. You know me, I ain't me without. Oh. Carry out the dumbbell. Alright, so Nico, Garrett, and Leona are going to be taken off the table. Sorry if I'm in a good mood today. Oh, did I forget to take my pill? That's probably why I've got so much energy. Give me a second. Let me take the druggies. Bro locked in here for Hold Me Back. Really good pairing with the Zarya. And honestly, just really good at shutting down what Mel wants to do in the late to mid game. But Rakan is going to be their supportive choice here for the side of Apex. What AD carry are they going to pair with it? Is it just the Zarya? I mean, Zarya to Zarya doesn't seem that strong. But I'll find out. You guys are going to get some unfiltered Fallen Sanctum for like 20 minutes until I become human. So, yeah, okay, so it is Mel bot lane, it's Yon mid, Kali top, okay. So this is like the Merwin special to try and play into the Gwen. So we'll see if Gnosis can play well here into Nute, because we've seen Nute pop off. And he's gonna be, he's gonna pop off like a pocket rocket. We want unfiltered League of Legends? Yeah, unfortunately, sponsors want filtered League of Legends. We got Blank Square as the 5th lock-in. Let me get information about what champion Blank Square is. Jax. Huh? Huh? No snip jokes? Oh? Okay. Alright, so we got Jax and Gwen in the same team. But there's also an Ivern. So, is it like Jax? No. I'm confused. But hey, hold me back here to give me Alright. I won't be long, guys. Just claiming the sussy rewards. So it is Jax mid. Oh, okay, it's Yon mid. Okay, so you pick Jax to counter the Yon. Okay, I was so confused for a second But I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Da da da. I have been blind all these goddamn years. So, my big question for you guys is, do you want predictions? You know the rules. I need 3 ones in the chat for ranked Preds. I need 2 ones in the chat for hypersonic super omega speed Preds. Go, go, go! Make up your mind, you got 30 seconds. Actually, wait, Spy told me that Preds needed to be up, so give me a second. Let me just turn the Preds on. Because he's going to be in game. There we go. I sent Spy a message. So I know, go, go, go. Vote, 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 ladies and gentlemen. There's 2 minutes on the clock. But, so, how have you guys, what have you guys been up to today? Because I got out of bed, recorded some Master Duel. Sorry, not Master Duel. Recorded some Mario Kart. We finished the Banana and the Leaf Cup 100cc for YouTube today. And other than that, I played some Magic the Gathering this morning. Like early this morning. And I ate a big-ass salmon veggie salad. Yeah. So, now I want to know what you guys been up to. Yeah, we're playing, I bought some gems on Magic Arena. And I played 2 limited leagues. Finished like 1-3 in both of them, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to stick to maybe draft. It's a bit cheaper. I really just want to finish the collection so I can open the vault. That'd be cool, but it's going to be a while before that happens. So, predictions are done. I guess I was a little slow the first time for predictions. I'm actually quickly going to go to the washroom real quick. Real quick. And I'll be right back. Never mind. Turns out it was just ripping some ass. I hate that. Sometimes, you know, like, I just... All right. So we're about... We're about to get into the game. So I'm going to do this. We're lower. There's going to be anime titties jump scaring you. Don't be scared. They're nice and soft. I don't know. I didn't pay attention because I farted over there in the bathroom. But here we go. We are going to find out who's poor and who's rich in this game. All right, we got ourselves Prestige, KDA Akali, Project Vi, High Noon Yon, Arcane Counselor Mel, Cosmic Don Rakan, Soul Fighter Gwenold, God Ivan, Project Jack, Socials on Zay, Crime City, bro! We've got 10 rich people! I repeat, 10 rich people! Everyone's rich, ladies and gentlemen. We got 10 rich people. Because everyone's got a skin. Okay. So we got Sunken Rain in the mid lane, Nute back in the top lane, and Bombardino back on 80 carry. Didn't have Nute or Bombardino yesterday for the scrim. Alright, so it looks like we've got a topside invade here from the side of Hold Me Back.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
They're gonna try and force something here out of Karsiak. Okay. Here Waza gonna spot them. The root caller is gonna miss. It doesn't matter what skill Ivern really starts with. The root caller just allows him to yeet himself to his camps a little bit faster once he's prepped them. Alright, some money over to Karsiak. And Mr. Sunken Rain is going to go deposit a ward here in the chicken camp. Now, Sunken Rain playing the Jax. Should have the advantage here in the Yon matchup for most of the game, if anything. Has the counter strike. Has a lot of damage. And let's see if Mel is able to bully this Zeri in the early pre-saves. That's what we're going to be looking for. Lolo had a little bit of a rough series yesterday. And, oh, Karsiak just disrespecting Nutter Butters. And he just walked at him. Put the scissors down his throat and went snip, snip, cut that throat out. Well... And now Karsiak, it does have the ignite, so Nute does have to be a little bit careful. But because Karsiak is just level 1, Nute can play super, super aggressively. And we'll just keep the look pushing and pushing and pushing. Lavrejo looking to maybe get a gank going since he's pathing towards the bot side. And Spy gonna be in a bit of danger here. The heal forced out. But a nice root here by Apex. What is this thing called? A solar snare. Okay. Alright. Looking at the Mun no Mi. Oh. Alright, so far the solos here for the side. Yeah, the solos here for the side of Hold Me Back seem to be having a lot of fun in lane. Tizan just being chilling here. Gonna make sure his 80 carry is gonna be okay. But now Bombardino is a little bit low on HP. Sunken Rain gonna force the Yon to use the Soul Unbound. But the turret shot in range makes it a little hard here for Sunken to try and get a kill shot. Gonna get knocked up here, but it's a nice little recall that we can get. And here Apex so far manhandling Bombardino just a little bit. I'm gonna call it. Is it fine if we call him BB? You know, BB Lolo. Just feels... Oh, the Spy is going to take a turret shot for that grand entrance. Trying to get a bit of poke down. But BB here getting taken really low. And now Tizan gets hit by Joe. A nice vault breaker, but, I mean, it's an Ivern, so... Nute also just finishing a Negatron Cloak as his first item. So essentially, Karsiak does no damage to him. That's going to be the recall here for the bot lane. So we've got Spy rotating to the mid lane. To maybe help get a little gank in. The Sheen here finished for Jax versus Boots Dagger refillable. So not the best young star, but it's kind of crazy that Gwen went the tank item first and like a tank component, and it still feels like she does more damage than Karthik. Karthik not having the best time, down 800 gold already in this top lane as he gave that first blood, and now Sunken Rain gonna trade a Counter Strike Grasp proc. Okay. Okay, so a nice Solar Snare here onto BB. But pre-6, there's not that much follow-up here for the Mel. She bought a Tier, she bought an Amtome, and respectfully, that's all there really is early. Mel really needs her like 2 items, and hopefully she ends up going Super Gun. The Luden's Companion. Okay. Okay, Lolo now maybe just in a bit of trouble. And yeah, that's gonna be a kill traded Vi. A nice Vault Breaker. Unfortunately, Lolo being isolated had the heal, had the flash, but chose not to use any of it. At level 6 now onto Jax. Waza here forced to take a small retreat. And they really want to push the advantage in. Tizan is on his way, but Ivern doesn't have that much pressure without his level 6. And Nute doubling up the CS that Karthik has at this point in time. Okay, Tizan and Lolo looking maybe for a play. BB is here and Sunken looks to be the first for the rotation. Okay, but now Apex gets stunned up, and it's gonna be a smite fight, and it's BB who smite steals in with the boom, 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 even takes a double kill on top of that. North American BB is better than European BB. So, Feats of Warfare going over, and that's a 1.4k lead so far. Very convincing by Hold Me Back. Looks like we're going Koenig Rooker first item on the Gwen. Hey, yo, we just don't care. Karthik ain't gonna do Jack Molly Wopley. Yeah, Karthik is taking more damage than he can deal. This is the biggest brain play I've ever seen. Nute just understands that if he can't take damage, he can kill her without dying. That's insane. And because of that fight in the bot lane at the dragon. Oh, okay. Nute took 100 damage. And, Braum eats his own Q. And is a little bit unfortunate about that, but the Unbreakable really strong here against Mal, who doesn't really have much damage. I think Karthik is gonna keep trying to get stuff done, but the gold lead is stagnant, and it's gonna stay like that. We are trading grubs here for just more farm here on Tizani. There's not much he can do about it. Oh, okay. We got the Ignites coming onto Sunken Rain, but and Apex has to be a little bit careful. Uses the Solar Snare to try and get away. Okay, unfortunately, the tank Gwen doesn't do any damage. But she isn't really taking any damage. Still has a decent gold lead though. Still sitting at a solid 800. And now BB doing his best to deny CS. Now Apex has to be careful. The Solar Snare is dodged by... so the Grand Entrance is dodged by the Flash. And now Apex is forced to flash in return. Okay, a really nice sleep strike here by Sunken Rain to survive the Fate Sealed. Was unfortunately just has boots, so isn't there to do that much damage right now. And now we've got the Koenig Rooker. So yeah, the refillable and the Koenig Rooker. So essentially, Gwen's gonna almost be immune to Karsic and Apex's damages for a long time. And because the Riftmaker has... Oh, okay, Sunken Rain with a really nice sidestep here. Waza might be in a bit of trouble. There's no root color here right now. It's gonna be flashed away, but Spy's the one who's gonna get hit by it. Waza doesn't have the ultimate, but the Mortal Seal comes in, and it's instead we're just gonna take out Daisy. Okay, it's the Wild Arrows complete though. Oh, okay. And BB just getting excited. The Pentacle Pikachu turns blue. Goes zap, 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 brat, brat, brat. Like a New York gangster during Prohibition. Spray and pray, motherfuckers. Bop, bop, bop. Alright. Well, that was another kill. Apex kind of getting put down the drain here. The Sunken Rain really wants to punish Waza. Okay. We got the knock up here from the Vault Breaker, the teleport here from Spy because he has the unsealed spell book. And Karsic here to try and defend Waza with Spy and Lavrejo. But while this is happening, the Gwen building up a 1.1k lead in the top lane. Snipping away the CS that Karsic is trying to get. And Karsic still nowhere near his first item. Okay, the Retro here gonna start up the second dragon. The last time he started dragon, it was a disaster. And now Apex might be in trouble here. We've got the stun here coming up, and now the Braum passive is just insane value, and Vi is gonna get taken down, and Waza is looking. He has the Fate Seal, but that's a nice Glacial Fissure, and the dragon, it's gonna keep going. The Root Collar, BB is a monster. The Dragon Ultra Instincts back into the pit, and that's another team fight win for Hold Me Back. Meanwhile, Karsic is just trying to survive. But because Waza is not there, Sunken Rain getting more advantages here in the mid lane. And that's a Trinity Force. So when he boops you Snoop, it's gonna hurt. Alright, looks like BB got, that's 2 plates here for Sunken Rain in the mid lane. And this Jack's gonna be super happy about that. The Archangels finish here for Mel. Sundered Sky, Rocket Belt, finished for Karsic and Lavrejo. But I never noticed that whenever Yon is using his E, it sounds like a train is coming. But is that because of the skin line? Because in that skin line, it's Sion who's running at people, because Sion is the train in that skin line? That's kind of funny. You notice some things when you start casting. I might only have 30% hearing, but I feel like I'm not doing that bad of a job. Looks like we roll swap here, Karsic and Waza, because while Karsic Karsak ain't ever touching them Gwen cheeks. And BB just kind of having fun. However, the Good Squad from Bombardino is trying to find bubbles here in the bot lane. And it's a 1v4. The teleport here coming in. The lightning crash. And that's a flash. And now Sunken Rain is not going to be able to make it. It did cost him his teleport. But Karsak, what are you doing? Are you Karsak? Because you must have been nauseous making that play. And it's just Ivern who's going to sneakily take the Rift Herald with Nute. Snip, snip. Cutting the balls off of everything we meet. The Nute special. And Nute has the Herald here. Might just use it to overload the top lane. Am I gonna do a bit of damage? And Karsak is coming in with the teleport. Lefredjo looking. The smite comes in, but the Vault Breaker isn't gonna find. We have the counter strike, and now we're looking to get a stun. A good leap strike to dodge the Vault Breaker, and now we have the perfect execution. The Shuriken backflip is gonna be enough, and the ignite is gonna find him. Now Lolo in no man's land might be in danger. The Grand Entrance is gonna knock him up. But the stand behind me, and now Waza is fighting a professional serial snipper. Oof! And it looks like Waza's not gonna get to enjoy his manhood. I hope he's not married because his wife's gonna be disappointed. And that's another solo bolo for the Gwenners. We spoke about the Gwenners and why it should never be left open. If anything, you gotta pick something that's like strong into it. But I don't know. She won't know. Wow. Okay, Arch. I don't think you're allowed to type that. Arch. That's there's one thing about talking shit about someone's manhood, and then just pretending like someone's manhood doesn't exist. Bro, like, come on. We're not. This isn't a Korean NTR manga. Like, you gotta have some respect for the Dickle Wickles, you know. But BB looking to finish that second item. Still a little bit off. Hoping to get it soon, but we're probably just gonna see the rune ends, the multi-hit strat, the Zeri going blah blah blah, slap slap slap. Okay, and while Nute is 2 levels up with I mistyped English, confuses me. I don't give me that, Archer. You're an English speaker. Okay. Oh, the nice flash with the dash. We dodged the Vault Breaker, and now they really gotta go to town. There's unfortunately, because we don't have a Rift Maker, we don't really have any access to healing. So a beautiful shutdown. Lefredjo gonna take it, but money on Vi seems a little bit wasted. Karsak gonna look to take a 1v1 here. Sunken Rain, we have the perfect execution, and can he perfectly execute the flash here? But it's not gonna be enough, and Sunken Rain with the outplay takes a stick. Bam, bam, bam! Kills the Kunoichi just like that. Poor Karsak, unfortunate. He tried his best, but he doesn't have flash. So he can't outplay a flash with his own flash. And the first turret went down. The feats now finish. Okay, Spy goes in with a Grand Entrance. We get a nice double knockup from Lolo. And the Glacial Fish is coming in. The stacks are coming in. The freezes. And now here's Nute. He's got the snippies. He's got the whippies. And it's Lefredjo who gets gunned down. Calling the LA riots because we're serious. Give me a second. There you go. Gonna get to a standing cast. This game's got too much action to be talking while sitting down. And now Spy might be in no man's land. Lolo gonna look for him. It's a manly support on manly support action. And Spy is gonna find Nute. The only woman he doesn't want to see in the bathroom. Snip, snip. That Lichbane coming in clutch, doing a lot of damage, giving Gwen a little bit of movement speed. Let's see if we go back to a more traditional style Gwen build. This is, of course, the weirdest Gwen build I've ever seen. But in the sense, okay, sorry. I'm fixing the camera angles. There you go. In the sense of Mel and Akali being the only pieces of magic damage, it makes a lot of sense because, I mean, if you can't die, then they can't kill you, and then you just kill them because, well, they use their kit, they do nothing on you, and then you just kill them. I'm a little bit interested that we didn't get the Merc Treads here for Jax, but I guess maybe worried about the Yone power spike. Otacon has spawned bot lane, and this is where teams make a lot of game-losing mistakes. BB's gonna proc it. The Herald in the bot lane, and now we are looking for a Crashadino Bombardino. Oof! A nice mortal steel dodge away. Okay, now we're looking to take a fight. BB gets over the hill, and now Spy might be in danger. The battle dance and Grand Entrance forced away, and now Nute trying to make it out alive. Oh, is Karthik going to be able to find it? No, instead, we get a nice engage, but Zeri's excited, and the Pentacle Pikachu's going in, and it's a 1v5 gangbang, but a 4-man knockup from Waza, and the hero play. Now it's just Lolo who's left, and it looks like Waza and Apex are going to be able to get a 4-man pick on that fight. What a beautiful fate seal. But Soul Point went over to the side of... Soul Point went over to the side of Hold Me Back. And this, Waza really tried a 1v9. He found the perfect angle. He waited for the Braum ult. He waited. He saw his chance, and he was like, yeah! He basically equipped the Buster, so he could equip Cloud's Buster Sword and just went Limit Break! Wow! It was over! Alright, but there's Zeri, almost on 3 items, very scary. If she doesn't get caught in a 1v4 gangbang, maybe there's a chance. Spy here could be in a little bit of danger, has the battle dance over the wall. Thankfully, Lolo missed that skill shot. If not, Spy might have been sleeping with the fishies. He's sleeping with the fishies. And now though, Nute, okay, Nute looking for a 1v1. Ivern gets caught out. Tazan gets stumped out. And there's a lot of shields. But that's a double. And now Zeri's excited. Corsic and Spy get gunned down like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And that might just be the Otacon. And Nute won the fight against Waza. Okay, well, the Otacon's being ignored, but BB is like, no. I'm MVP this game. I get player of the game. Me. Okay, we're looking to get on Apex. Okay, well, the stand behind me not going to be used, and, well, Apex does a decent amount of magic damage. Zeri found out the hard way that, you know, when a spellcaster goes Sim Salabim Walla Bim Open Sesame, well, the only thing that's getting opened are your cheeks. Lefredjo getting the smite, the knock up here from the Vault Breaker, but the Jax is pretty tanky. We're looking to find a tank to take a fight, but the Winter's Bite is going to miss, and we're going to repel. The teleport from Karthik and Apex was invested in that bot lane, though, so that's really big to start the Otacon, and Ivern is nowhere near, so it looks like we're just going to be giving the objective up for free, while Nute fights Waza here in the mid lane. Alright, well, good job. Good job to Apex, capitalizing on the fact that the Ivern wasn't there, and the Zeri is nowhere nearby. We got the teleport now, but the Chemtech Soul is on the line here. So you win this team fight, but now you have to win the other fight. Because Jax with a Chemtech Soul is going to be pretty nasty. The Shuriken backflip is going to miss, not going to be able to land. And that's the 5v5 in the bot lane. At this dragon, Spy needs to find one hell of a good opening. Okay, The battle dance used. So 15 seconds until he can look for another opening. Karthik is looking for a backside flank, but Sunken Rain is keeping eyes on him. The dragon is getting poked little by little. Waza takes a little bit of pokey damage. Okay, a really nice engage, but BB gets assassinated by Karthik. However, Nute has the Scissors of Liberation, the Gear 5 fruit, and Luffy is fully awakened as this team fight. Waza gets pulled back, but the Fate Seal might not be enough. And now, Sunken Rain looking for the damage. We're whacking Karthik with a stick, and now Nute got the scissors, and he's gonna show us why Kill la Kill is a peak anime. The soul goes to Hold Me Back, and the team fight goes to Nute! Nute and Sunken Rain doing God's work! And, you assassinate BB at the start of the team fight? Fantastic! But then you forget that there's like a 3-item Gwen and Jax beating your meat like it's a front line! With a meat tenderizer. And now Nute, look! Snip, 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 bow! It's like 9/11, but for buildings. And Gwen, we already know that she's God tier at taking out objectives. 3,500 gold, that's gonna be her Nashor's Tooth, and maybe most of the way up her Riftmaker too. So, Waza really trying with these beautiful angles, but there's just not enough of a front line to peel the damage. Karthik is so far behind, it's not even... Instead, we just one-shotted a death cap after selling that Dorn's ring? That's insane. Now this Gwen is truly a threat, and you really have to be scared if you get caught in her vasectomy blast. That needlework is really gonna make the difference between if you ever get to see kids in the future or if you die single. Alright. We're looking for a fight. The knock up here onto Nute, but the flash, however, okay, and Nute just does so much damage. Okay, Lolo is gonna be buying time. That's the Baron over to Hold Me Back. And now we've got the Shuriken backflip onto a Spy is gonna try, but he's so low HP already. Gonna get slowed down by the Winter Spy. Daisy bullying the Omega, and Sunken Rain with a nice stun here. Now we're looking at the Venjo. The Root Color comes down, and Karthik is going in with the Shuriken backflip. He's trying, but Apex is gonna be taken to Pound Town. Cause Jax likes it rough. And now the assassination attempt from Karthik is gonna be able to take down Lolo. But you take down the Braum, and the rest of the team is dead. And the Gwen is tanky, so she can take turn shots. And it's Lechover. Spy recall interrupted by BB. And now it's Waza, the hero play. Are they gonna hit? There's the there's the teleports. Is it gonna be enough? Waza looking for a play, but the first Nexus turret is gonna be taken out. We don't have a wave though. We don't have a wave though. And instead, whew, well, sheesh. We're sweating balls here. Alright, that's the IE. The last Whisper. 3.5 items here on the Jax. 4.5 items on Gwen. Nute is looking ready to give everyone a vasectomy. He's activating polymerization and he's throwing the entirety of Apex into the trash. He's like, go next, baby. I summon Garbador, the Garbage Lord. And now Waza in danger again. Unfortunately, not gonna find the knockup. But Gwen has the snippers. Looks like Waza's transition has been completed here in the bot lane. In the top lane. Smoi gonna get caught by the root color, but okay, it's a 2v3 in the bot lane. We're looking for a play. The quickness comes in, and now Tizan, does he have enough shields? No, he doesn't. Sunken Rain, it's gonna take a lot of, Tizan is gonna take a lot of damage. But now we're looking for people, and we're just ending the game. Holy, no, snip, 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 blip, 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 blip. You see what happens when you give Manute his Gwen? Bro, that's like giving Faker his Rives. It's Jover. We're off to game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. So, let's get back to the super webcam real quick. Who was the believer in Hold Me Back? No one. Alright, well, I'm sorry. Whoever voted for Bomba, you came to lose points today, baby! Now we get funky with the angry Aztec! Snip, snip. Even Tizan understands the memes. Looks like for game 2, we got Apex on red side. So maybe Karsic has that copium pick in his back pocket. Let's see if it's gonna be enough. The Mel looked okay, but you know, like, I don't know. I'm trying to do a shrug, but the Discord is telling me emote not found. Recalculating. See, that's what I felt about that trap. It just felt so weird. The Akali felt out of place, and we had a Yone, we had the Mel, and it's just... Props to Sunken Rain, though, for holding the fort down in teamfights. The man was a skill shot magnet. Hey, but it's Zonias. Why are we focusing the guy with the Zonias? We gotta kill the Gwen. But GG's, hold me back at match point right now. Will it just be a nasty ass sweep? Or will we get a proper 3-game series? Alright. What are we waiting for? We are waiting on Waza. I have to add Nute to my friends list. I make too many snip jokes. This man is my idol. Can I move it with one hand? Can I do it? Am I good enough? Ooh, I am good enough, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Apex, they're in The hyperbolic time chamber. They're discussing. They're like, all right, Nute's Gwen is gone. That means we can win, right? We're still investing 3 bands top, right? Yes. Okay. Don't worry, we won't pick Akali anymore. We're gonna pick stuff that works. Are we gonna gank Nute? 100%. Okay. Okay. Strategy meeting. Hot 2. Hoo-ha! And then they start the draft. That's what I imagine is the meeting chamber for Apex Bombardino right now. They're like, guys. We gave him too many good champions. We gotta play better. Alright. Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha, Marines! And that was it. Alright, the draft has started here. Right behind me. Le Chambambouille. The last pick is Jax. The last pick that is banned away is Jax. So let's see. Are we going to see the Olaf, Tryndamere, and Bessa bans? Are banned Rel away from Spy, Master of Tress. Olaf taken off the field. Jin Sao, the Chinese manhandler. And because we ran out of bans, Pantheon was left open. So we banned Pantheon last game. So they won first pick it. But then Darrow was going to ban 3 Nute champions. So you're just like, alright, I get the Pantheon for free on blue side. And now, we get to see Tazan with an insane ganking jungler. The Ivern was also pretty clutch, some really good root colors. But, I mean, Ivern versus like 5 assassins, you know, it's never too much fun. Leveret Joe here on the Nocturne. Interesting. Are we going to see the Orianna early? Or maybe the Nico? Orianna Nico? To close the lights composition? Babu! We'll find out. What does Apex feel like drafting? Alright, the Jit, okay. We're just grabbing the Seraphine, anti-engage right away here, and we're getting the Camille on for Nute. Alright, we're daring Karsic. We're daring him. Like, pick it. Ooh. Okay, Garrett, I was going to be like, bro, my brother in Christ, that does not feel like a good matchup against Camille. But Renekton, able to turn down the tactical protocol. Shing, shlung, slang. And now, we've got a hell of an action-packed top lane here. Camille versus Renekton. A Galio going to be taken off the field from my boy Sunken Rain. Because you see, circle compositions are kind of OP. You got the Camille ultimate with the Galio ultimate that's guaranteed 2+ knockouts. Boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Alright, ooh, the Nico taking off the field very, very good because with the close the lights composition, it's a very, very, very strong engaged support. Maybe, the last ban for Hold Me Back, I mean, I guess like Leona? Alistar? They want to take off as much engage as possible. The Rakan is disabled. The Braum is gone. The Rel is banned. Galio and Eagle are off the table. Okay, so Senna going to be taken away here from Hold Me Back. I mean, it makes sense. You see, like, Camille, Seraphine, Pantheon. It's just like, yeah, we can peel for someone with, like, 1500 range who's going to shoot, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Let's see. Are the 80 carries going to have Stormtrooper debuffs? Or are they going to have regular ass buffs? Also, predictions. Slap me with a 1 in the chat if you want predictions. Let's start it right now while the boys are still drafting. Okay, so far, that game 1, that draft looked like balanced. And then BB just got a double kill and it got worse and Nute was busy snipping the like, he was making like a nutsack like air balloon.
Okay, the Alistair, like I mentioned, still available. Gets picked here. And now, Seraphine, very good at counter engage. But will she survive the burst? Because Renekton knocked her. Whew, whew. They touched that pretty little diamond in the sky, bro. She gonna pop just like a balloon. Because Enchanter mages tend to have negative HP. What? Oh no. It's Brindy Patoni on Seraphine 80 carry? Right? What the hell am I looking at? Zyra support, Seraphine bot lane. Alright, so essentially they're just aiming to be a nuisance and be like, hey guys, we're a distraction. Don't mind Nute who's 30-0. Hey guys, gank us. Gank us knocked out, I dare you. I am so confused. What's mid lane? Is it Zyra mid? And a Corki Seraphine bot lane? I mean, if it's Corki mid, Vex is a great answer here. Because stops the Valkyrie. If it's Pantheon mid, that means it's Zyra jungle. And maybe it's just a fight of attrition for resources. One in the chat for predictions, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. If not, no predictions. Do you want to make some money at the Sanctum Casino? Look at them ones in the chat, boys. So the Vex is interesting. Follows up with the Nocturne, helpful with the Renekton, and good against Camille, Pantheon, and Corki. The other two champions do not have mobility-based dashes. But if either of them builds, if either of those non-dash champions builds a proto belt, then they technically do proc the passive on Doom and Gloom. Which is when a champion dashes near Vex, she gets charges, and the auto attack, or I think the spell that connects, I forget how it works. I've played Vex like 4 times. So while we wait, I'm gonna go get some glug glug. Cause I'm a thirsty boy and I need some glug glug. I don't know. I probably scrapped it. 5 minutes on the clock before we get the game into the game. Are we gonna have 10 rich people again? Oh, ah, e, oh. All right. So, how is that game number 1, ladies and gentlemen? How do we feel about that? The chat's quiet today. Alright, while you guys do that, I'm going to do some back exercise while we wait. Oh, gotta be higher. Oh, yeah, maybe that's the spot. Oh. For those wondering what I'm doing, I've got a tennis ball on my chair. And I'm rolling the knot on my back on it. Trying to, heal the injury. Okay, so it is going to be on Zyra Jungle. That does make a lot more sense because that means it's Pantheon. It's Pantheon supports. And Seraphine AP carry. Okay. That changes the dynamic of the team a little bit because Pantheon is going to have a much more limited global. Less XP, less money, which means level 11 going to come a lot later.
So he won't have access to Grand Starfall as often as you would think he would. And also, it might depend the build he might go. He might go something like, because they kind of need a front line, so he could go like Heartsteel Sterix and just be very, very annoying in team fights with like a what's it called, a Blood Song. So proc ability technically gets a free Sheen item without having to invest in one of the bad Sheen items, or could just get like an Iceborne Gauntlet, Combat the Unknown to create slow zones. It's hard to do this on stream and focus while talking, so we're gonna stop. We're gonna stand up when the action gets too hot, so don't you worry, guys. But during the boring sleep and no me part of the game. Damn! We got a stacked lineup of viewers today, yo. Shout outs in the chat. The based viewers lineup. Exclamation point lurk if you want a lurking message. Also, I haven't said it since the stream started, but if you feel like supporting the stream, discounts on gift subs, I believe, are they still active? Yep, there are discounts on gift subs, Twitch Prime, YouTube memberships over if you feel like supporting on YouTube, much cheaper. I think the cheapest one is like $2 or $3 Canadian compared to like the $8 on Twitch. So any amount helps. It's optional, of course. But follow Twitter if you like anime girls. Join the Discord if you want personal updates about me. So I do post about myself in my own Discord. But it's also a place you can find me. But normally you'll just find me in either the Love Esports Discord, the GGL Discord, and the DME Discord. Those are the 3 Discords that kind of like just being chilling in. But fortunately, my boy Blackwax has never unbanned me from DH, so I can never hang with the DH bros. Even though I glaze this shit out, I glaze them more than a master glazer at Krispy Kreme. Right, Stardust? I know you're watching. And I know you're gonna hear this line. My Star Goaty of the Deep Beyond. Alright, we got 2 minutes. We got about 90 seconds before we get into the game. Yeah, other than that, the YouTube, we're working on 1,000 subscribers. We're at 614 right now. Would mean a lot. Doesn't take much. Click the link, click subscribe, and if you want to see all the uploads, you just change the bell from to personalize it to all, and then you'll be notified once or twice a day for my videos that come out on YouTube. I know not a lot of people use YouTube nowadays. A lot of people are basically just Twitch Andies and like they use TikTok and Instagram and stuff. I have TikTok and I have Instagram. Don't really know how to use them that well. Sometimes I post some funny cooking skits on those platforms. Or like I'll take a picture of a salad bowl or a poutine and I'll go, yeah! So, other than that, yeah. I'm excited. We're exactly 31 days away from the launch of Donkey Kong Bonanza. I haven't watched the Nintendo Direct yet for the game, but I'm super excited. And you should be too. Time to flicker over to the anime titty screen. Here we go. Are we rich or are we poor? Game 2 of Apex Bombardino versus Hold Me Back. I know it's R'TiensMoi, but we got Program Kemi, Wildfire Zyro, Red Baron Corky, KDA All Out Seraphine, Indy, Dragon Slayer Pantheon, Pool Party Run Acting, Eternum Nocturne, Dawnbringer Vayne, Dark Cosmic Erasure Jin, and Moo Cow Alistar. Once again, we got 10 banger skits, even some big money skits. Apex rolling out that Jeff Bezos money. Woo! Oh, that's the sound of e-girls getting their cheeks clapped.
Summoner's Rift.
To be fair, the Red Baron was very important during the First World War, so it is technically before that party was created to correct people, but because it's a German aircraft, people tend to just like forget the fact that he may have fought in the Second World War, but the name comes from the First World War. So technically it has nothing to do with that specific party for those interested in being historically correct. But we've got ourselves we got 5 teleports, triple teleport on the side of Hold Me Back. They really want to do the flank gangbang with the TPs. But also, the Seraphine doesn't really need combat summoners. You know, just there looking to clear the wave, looking to neutralize Apex. And because Jhin Alistar, not a very strong lane, and this Pantheon Seraphine should be able to just ignore for the most of it. Gnosis here looking to get some good damage here onto Nute. Is he going to be able to clap some Nutella cheeks? Or is he just going to get his cheeks slapped? A nice Doom and Gloom here onto Sunken Rain here early. And fun fact, this Seraphine skin is the only Seraphine skin in which she mentions her little kitty cat. Because she has a cat. That is a fun fact for you Seraphine enthusiasts. Okay, the flash here. Ooh, Gnosis gonna commit the flash and not gonna have enough juice in the tank to be able to take out Nute, but a good momentum start here. And Nute not actually gonna teleport back, just gonna do his best to hold the wave. Though he doesn't have much. Oh, okay, a Valkyrie onto. Ooh, the first blood goes over to Nute instead. The ignite with the tactical sweep is enough. And Gnosis punished. And he buys the anal. He buys the beads of doom. The glowing toys of doom. That is the saddest thing you can buy as a top laner. As a support, we understand if you're bad at the game, it is the role for the less mechanically inclined players. But as a top laner, it is the most embarrassing thing that can happen. Forgetting how to CS a little bit. And here's Sunken Rain looking to pile drive Waza with the glory of this German aristocracy. However, Livreggio here in the bot lane looking to get some stuff done. Nute has to be a little bit careful. Okay, Livreggio does have the flash, so is going to be able to use it to get an advantage. And now that is Nute dying for the first time in this lane. So Karthik going to be able to have a little bit of reprieve, but only barely up. Looks like Livreggio looking to make a play onto looking to make a play onto Sunken Rain, but Vex with no mana is really not threatening. The teleport coming in from Seraphine. She bought boots, she bought a tier, so she's got mana. We got the Aegis Onslaught here for Pantheon. I'm gonna be able to ignore most of the damage, but the double up shield gonna be used here on the little heal from Seraphine. Sorry, what's it called? Oh, surround sound. Sorry, surround sound, beat drop, and high note. All right. And I know the ult is called Encore because that's the only thing casters remember about Seraphine because no one likes this champion. All right. Okay. Gnosis taking Gnosis, Karthik, same person by the way. So I'll just be calling him Karthik because that's the name of the registered player on the team. Oh, okay. The shield break
from the Ruthless Predator is pretty rough here into the Camille lane. So that is why Karthik just waits to be able to land this skill shot, and it makes life pretty much a living hell against this Camille early. The Camille does outscale the Renekton, but for now, Karthik should be super comfortable in this matchup. He's going to be denying a lot of CS, so Nute going to have a hard lane matchup for the first time in history. Okay, and now Spy might be in a bit of danger. The Ignites plus the Moo Cow, but we've got the heal on Spy. The Unsealed Spellbook really putting in the work. We've got another Spear maybe that could crit, but now Spy has way too much health left. The cookies, definitely a busted Bonobo style idea. We're looking to maybe get a play here onto Nute, but it looks like Waza is Waza is just gonna do some bingo chalango. Okay. Okay, and a nice paranoia here to shut down Nute some more. Keep him at bay. There's now a 600 gold lead in favor of the Karthik. And he is looking happy. Yeah, but Renekton is on a useful timer. So come the 30-minute part of the game, if there is not like a commanding style lead for the side of Apex Bombardino, things could get pretty rough. Okay, and Sunken Rain now has used his Valkyrie, gonna get knocked up, and that's just a kill freely given over to Waza. Unfortunately, not paying respect to this Alistar with the potential of the roam. The Pantheon, however, has not left the bot lane. Okay. So we got the plated steel caps finish here for Gnosis. It won't stop. Okay, well, it looks like Karsiak's mom has ganked him IRL. Hello, son. Have you been washing your dishes? Did you clean your underwear last week? Did you do your bed? Hello, Karsiak. I love you. Please come pick up the phone. Mommy is worried about you. You haven't been coming home for supper at night these recent days. And well, I made the home cooked turkey for you. It's your favorite. That's what I imagine the call's about. Unless your dog got run over by a monster truck, please come to the hospital right now. Those are the two likely scenarios. Either the dog gets isekai to Inukai-san's dog's life, or his mom is just worried about him. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think is the gank about? Is it that Karsiak like failed a math exam at school or something? Let me know in the chat if you have any ideas. Man, the struggle of wearing a white shirt in like spring/summer when it's like super hot. Bro, I am sweating balls, and like I can feel it. I'm even using like super powerful deodorant. And bro, it just doesn't feel like it's gonna be able to change a thing. Alright, I'll be on my phone until, well, the game takes back, so don't worry. I've got eyes. They're open. They're here. They're Bango Chalango. It looks like, I think Karsiak's mom might not be happy if the call is taking so long. Ooh. Oh, nice! Crunchyroll has acquired worldwide rights for the Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid movie. A lonely dragon wants to be loved more. Nice. Alright. And just because of that, we are back. So see, anime is the forbidden jutsu of good luck. Now, we're back in the game. Let's take a little 5 seconds to analyze the scoreboard real quick. Karsic in the position now that Nute was in game 1 with the Run It Down Turbo Akali build. So we're looking at a 700 gold lead, 20 plus CS, just dominant stats right now. When base and Ice Ruthless Predator, he goes in with the slice, comes out with the dice, and now looking for maybe another play. Well, neither ultimate is up. However, Nocturne is, unlike last game, Nocturne is babysitting the top lane. It's going to be a 1-to-1 in objectives. Tizan here is kind of just smoking Lavrejo in CS, but that kill plus assist means that it's a lot easier to get stuff done. We now have the rotation by Lolo, trying to intercept for the gank. Okay, the flash from Renekton plus Nocturne, the Paranoia used. And we're going to try. Okay. But Lavrejo might be in a little bit of danger. Here, and Brinde Baton is going to get the Encore off. But, I mean, it's like a 5 HP Seraphine. So she's going to get melted. However, we do trade a good kill here. Unfortunately, it's on Lolo. So, good attempt. I really wish the Corgi had seen the kill. But now Brandy back in the bot lane here to try and deal with it. Try and deal with Apex on the big money Jin skin. Okay, Nute now has his teleport, has about 1100 gold, looking to maybe probably just get a Phage. Either that or maybe some plated steel caps. Oh, the recall gets interrupted. And Gnosis gonna take a turret shot. We have to be a little bit careful here. We're looking for a play. Ooh, okay. Okay, Nute has to be a little bit careful. He doesn't have a lot of HP, but Tizan, he's looking to bait with Tizan. And Tizan is going to have to take the kill because unfortunately Nute didn't have enough HP to try and withstand that. Looking to push it in. Gnosis does not have the teleport available, so a big wave will be crashing. And the gold lead is almost built back up here for the side of Nute versus Gnosis. And he did not take the kill, so he will not have the items to finish. But Waza so far is kind of happy with how he's dealing with Sunken Rain. The Corki does a lot of damage, but the Corki is still nowhere near his first item. Waza about to finish his. And Spy looking for a play. We've got the cowbell, the stun coming in, but the flash all in here. Pantheon and Nute gonna be taking the kill here onto Vrejo. And now he's back in the game. Almost finished his Triforce 2 because of that. Has to be careful. Sunken Rain about to get... Ooh, almost gets womboed here by Waza. So we have to be careful. But the Shadow Dash not going to be utilized. And Tizan now with the Leandries is comfortable here. Okay, and it's just gonna be the second objective of the game. That's the Cloud Dragon, and okay, so we have an Ocean Soul this game. A pretty decent soul here for these two teams, especially Kemi, Renekton, Nocturne, and Corki. They look to fight, and Spy wants to help Gnosis out. We do have the Hextech Ultimatum with Okay, and Spy is gonna survive because Alistair Ultimate is pretty scary for an ability. Okay, the Fear onto Sunken Rain, and now we're trying to collapse on Wazo. The feats of strengths, though, because we managed to dive here, are going to be finished for Apex Bombardino. So maybe we are getting a Game 3 angle. 900 gold lead now in the top lane for Karthik. And he is looking to keep fighting. We have the Heartbound Axe and the Phage here. The Archangel's finished for Seraphine, but Seraphine will only really see much power at like the basically the 3+ item mark. And because it's Seraphine and not something like Victor or Viger or Ziggs, it's really just more for kind of like buffing and debuffing more than insane damage. You know, when it's Mel bot lane, she lands a full combo at 3 items. She's super scary. But if it's like Seraphine and she lands full combo, maybe you take 400 damage from everything, including the Encore. Assuming you, unless you have negative magic resist. Okay, Lavreggio on a ward here. We're going to put a ping. We're going to find out. Clear that vision out. Look to maybe start taking some plates. But Nute here looking for a play. Top lane. Waza going to try and stop him, because he was just eating at these turrets. Though we have Herald here in 45 seconds. Unfortunately, the Unstoppable Will from Alistar is insanely good at tanking damage, so just eats the full Zyra combo, and Brady Baton forced to use his flash just to die. The Encore was available, but it just means we don't have the prowess to continue, and now Gnosis Karthik able to just start mollywopping some turrets, but Tazan gonna realize that, well, he's a Zyra with items, and he can clear a wave. Second Rain now level 11. Still no Triforce inside. I think we're maybe like 250 gold off. So after this wave, maybe he should be fine. Gnosis just looking for Brandy Baton. No flash, and he has his, plus he has the Eclipse. So he's got enough damage to just get stuff done. A really decent CS lead though for Tazan. But because Nocturne's been involved in so many fights, it's only really 200 gold advantage. But what matters here is that Tazan has ticked to level 11 and Nocturne is on his way to ticking to 10. So now Gnosis has spent a lot of time kind of just waiting. And Gnosis should be able to get out. Yeah, gets out. Forces the Seraphine ultimate in exchange. And gonna be able to take a complimentary wave here. But he has spent a decent amount of time just waiting in that bush. I don't know if 300 gold was necessarily that worth it. But we have Prio at the Herald here for Apex Bombardino. And so far, Tazan is not really concerned with that. Trying to power farm for this soul point. He doesn't really have a recall to make. So it's going to be the Herald just traded. And yeah. Now, Nocturne using the advanced recall that you get. Everyone who helped with the Herald gets 1 advanced recall. Finishes his Merc Treads, and he's super happy with that. Second Rain has the Triforce though. So that is a decently strong point for the Corki. And Gnosis has to be a little bit careful. But we have the teleports for all 4 solos. But BB not in a strong position right now on AD carry. His Zyra really did a lot more. Okay, we're jumping in here onto... Okay. And Gnosis Gonna be able to just find that damage. And yeah, that's a 3 for 0 in favor of Apex Bombardino. Unfortunately, Nute and Sunken Rain, the actual AD carries of their team, wasn't available, and it looks like Spy has graduated and he can drive a car now. Gonna crash it into the Herald, but Renjo gonna stop the soul stacking, and that's 2 turrets, a team fight win, and the soul stacking stopped here from Bombardino. Also, ooh, they're chilling with a 5,000 gold lead. Sorry, 4.5k at this point in time. And Nosa is looking pretty confident on this Renekton, so maybe the blind Camille was just an interesting angle. I think Karthik was always going to get the counter pick because of red side. But I'm not really a fan of this Seraphine. I just feel like AP bot laners right now, they're not really that good. We could have honestly put the Corki bot lane, and we could have had a solid mid pick. We also already had, technically, we already had our jungle locked in. So, I don't really understand the Seraphine pick. Because the Seraphine pick means that the Pantheon loses a lot of value. So we pick Zyra to put the Pantheon bot lane. But then we pick Ziggs. Sorry, we picked Corki when we had a Seraphine. So I was, honestly, I feel like as a support, Seraphine would have done much more. Because now it's up to Zyra to be the burst mage. And because Bombardino can identify that fact, they're just going to jump Tizan every time. And now look, Nocturne's here. Spy coming in with the flash. And yeah, Alistar takes third aggro. And it just doesn't matter. Sure, you sacrifice Spy, who's got 100 gold shutdown. But can you even kill him at the end of the day? You invest 2 ultimates. And for what? For 400 gold? You invest 2 ultimates plus the Seraphine teleport. And you lose Sunken Rain on top of that. So I think that play is hella worth here for the side of Bombardino. And Karthik has upgraded boots, 2 completed items, and Nute nowhere near that threshold point. Almost 2,000 gold down. And this Camille, it's going to take a while for her to see anything. Sure, the Shin's not doing that much. But to be fair, the Shin only really has the wave clear. And if his curtain call touches even 1 or 2 people in a team fight, that's enough for Karthik, Vredjo, and Waza with Spy for like the diving boot squad. And now Apex about to finish the second item. Looks like we're going Stark's Gauge. We're just really happy. We're getting a lot of stuff done. Brandy Baton is 0-4 and building a support item here from the looks of it as his second item. So this Seraphine truly not going to have any magic damage at all. The Scuttle Crab, no prio is going to be fought for. And the Otacon that has spawned top lane. We have complete prio here from the side of Bombardino to get it started. And yeah, there's no vision. There's no vision from Hold Me Back. Yeah, that's just... Things are just going from bad to worse here in the mid game. Alright, we're engaging on the Pantheon. A really nice encore onto 2. There's a beautiful strangling root, but Tizan, Nute gets annihilated. Tizan's taken down. And Brandy and Baton also... Yeah, okay, now yeah, we're just gonna find Lolo. And that's what... That's a godlike Renekton at this point of the game. And we got another dragon in a minute. Plus they have Otacon. They have a little wave coming in here. But that should be the turret because they do have grubs. Yeah. So the gold lead keeps climbing. We're at 8,000 plus gold diff. And that's going to be the IE, probably the Shadow Flame,
The Sterix, we almost have the Sterix on Renekton and Nocturne. The IE Collector now the Shin. Almost a nice Val here for the Alistar. And we're just super comfortable in this game. Also, Waza has a max stack Dark Seal. Haven't spoken much about Waza, but this Vex and this Renekton have really stepped up from game 1, where they were basically just NPCs. They've leveled up after game 1 in this series. They're like, all right, you know what? We need to be stronger. We need to be better, and that's it. Okay, Gnosis here. Gonna be proxying in between waves, because there's a huge wave crashing in. Nute trying to get an objective bounty, but I mean, you might give him more than this bot lane. Okay, so you take the bot inner for the top inner. Try to close the gap. The gold gap closes a decent bit. 800 split bounty. And now Lolo gets jumped on. This Pantheon hasn't really been able to do much. And that's just... Oh, okay, but that's a really, really juicy shutdown for Nute. However, that's going to be the second dragon of the game going over to the side of Bombardino. And while Camille now is on 2.5 items, has almost caught up to Renekton, only 1.5k gold down now. The Corki still just on 2 items. The Zyra is working on her 3rd item, yes. But there's just no front line, so it really hurts. And this Renekton is just so fat. For those that don't know, Renekton's ultimate does 259 damage per second for 15 seconds. That's almost 5,000 damage to everyone involved if they try to sit the duration in the range of Renekton. But Renekton has a Strikebreaker. He's got the upgraded boots from the feats of strength. So he... Oh, okay, Tizan here caught out. Okay. We don't have the paranoia, but it's about to come off cooldown. However, Nute now overcommits, gets stun locked, and that's just the end of Nute. Okay, we're dodging skill shots. Waza taking a lot of damage, but Gnosis here unstoppable in the back lane. Just 1v2s for free. A shadow dash onto Brandy Bateau, and that's Waza doing a lot of damage. Gnosis just running down Sunken Rain, and Karthik understood that we called him an NPC in game 1. He's like, hey, yo, wait, I'm the carry on this damn team. Give me my props. And Bombardino gonna take us to Silver Scrapes, ladies and gentlemen. Get excited. Get excited! We even get a surrender volt from Hold Me Back. The oppression was too strong. And now we're going to game 3. Sheesh. All right. All right. Let's get back to the super webcam. I like my games like I like my steak. Bloody. Alright. So, boys, how do we feel about that game 2? Because game 1 felt pretty one-sided for the side of Hold Me Back. Game 2 was like an evisceration compilation on YouTube for Apex Bombardino. Are we getting a crazy as hell game 3? Or are the teams going to play with a little more, you know... are they going to be held back? Guys, Hold Me Back here with the game 3 red side. So maybe we're looking to give Nute priority counter pick here to make sure he has a lane he's comfortable in. Alright, we got the ready check here for Hold Me Back. So we're going to be starting in just a second, boys. Alright, so the plan of action is game 1, what went well for Hold Me Back is they had an 80 carry that did crazy damage, the Zeri. And Nute was in a good matchup. Plus, he had jungle attention. Game 2, there was jungle attention, but everyone and their mother was ganking Nute. Waza was dropping a wave just to gank. Waza dropped a wave just to gank. Just to gank Nute in the top lane. And Spy is like, yo Jin, you got this. You don't need me. And he was like, yeah, I'm chill, bro. It's Seraphine Pantheon. What are they gonna do? And Jin able to hold down the lane 1v2 while Spy. Also, Spy just found the angles. Honestly, I'll be honest. I have to give it to Karsiak for the player of the game, but Spy found such beautiful engages with the Alistar. Never died during a turret dive. Soaked the damage perfectly. Balanced the aggro. The use of the unstoppable will was fantastic. That is the kind of Alistar player you want to see in competitive. You don't want to see no Alistar player that's just scared to go in. Spy was like, fuck it. I'm engaging. Like, flash over the wall, boom, boom, slap the heal, swap the summoner spell, slam the ignite or the exhaust, whatever, or slam the ghost, and just be like, hey, oh. So fantastic here from the side of Bombardino. Alright, the draft is up here. Keep in mind the Jax is off the table. There's no way Karsiak's out of champions.
Alright, so we're banning the Shen this time here from Apex. That means that normally it was always Riven, Rals, and Zhao. But this time we're banning the Galio early and we're banning the Shen. So the Riven and the Ral are open. Maybe they're trying to bait Apex into an early Riven pick to be able to have lockdown. I don't know what matchups Riven's amazing in because it's so rare that we see her in competitive play. But yeah, Apex on blue side, just, you know, they don't have to show much. The rel is open, they'll just take it. It's super good. And other than Nautilus, there's no engaged champion left. Here we're gonna, Brandy Baton, realize that, you know, the Seraphine might not have been the play. He kind of needs a champion that wants to go in. And we're just gonna lock in two scaling damage picks for the side of Hold Me Back. So it looks like we're probably looking to get an R5 counter pick for Nute, as this matchup is probably the most important. But let's see what Le Vrai Joe is looking to pick up. Unless Apex just match AD in mid. Because, I mean, the Kai'Sa is still open. The Varus still open. Ezreal. Almost every AD carry is still open right now. Oh. Give me a second. It's a Tristana. So Tristana Rel. Classic. Super strong. But the Tristana could be a mid flex. Depending on what Waza feels like playing. Though, normally speaking, it should be Tristana Rel bot lane. Because Tristana, really good into Sivir. Okay, the Hui, not the most popular matchup for Syndra. But if Syndra gets ahead in this matchup, it is disgustingly sad for the Hui. He will just get one shot on repeat because Hui can't afford to build Merc Treads. He can't afford to not build his Seraph's Blackfire Torch combo. Hui is a champion, unlike a lot of other mages, that just chugs through more mana than like a champion with 100 mana pool. You know, like he's essentially he's an energy champion, but they forgot to code him as an energy champion. Which is weird. We haven't gotten an energy champion in a long time. We really have not gotten an energy champion. The last resourceless champions was Ambessa, and the last energy champion was Kennen? Yeah, it was Kennen. It was Kennen and Lee Sin. No, I think it was Kennen and Zed. It was during the IO. Well, Kennen, Zed, Lee Sin. Yeah, it was the last 3 energy champions. Yeah, well, I'd play Silver Scrapes, but it's copy claim, so I can't play Silver Scrapes. So Guile Theme will have to be the replacement. So if you have a fire emoji in the chat, boys, or a lighter, take it out and, you know, do it with me. Let's get hype. Okay, we're continuing to keep, we're banning more and more top laners here from the side of Apex. The Fiora are going to be taken away. That's 8 top laners. 9 top laners banned, technically 10 if you count the Poppy. The Udyr of Red Joe's signature pick. So we'll see here what this last ban is, but I'm expecting maybe something like the Gnar? No, okay, the Jarvan to be taken off the table. I mean, Jarvan really good against the like of Hui, but can also set up Spy for some really good plays. So let's see, what is the blind pick here? It should be jungle. Is it just the Wukong? Is it Wukong time? Because, I mean, Wukong with Renata is pretty stupid. Or are we just going the traditional tank route to have the permafrost synergy? I mean, the Sejuani is available. No, instead, it's going to be the Amumu to give access to a DPS increase for Syndra. Okay. So, we have some great disengage and some good stall. The Trundle, I love it. It's amazing into a Mumu. Really renders him not useless, but if he goes tank, if he goes AP, he's gonna be squishy. So you're just gonna kill him faster. But if he goes tank, he won't be tanky anymore. So it's fantastic here for the Trundle. Also works well against the Renata, who tends to... Ooh, Karsiak here with the Kale. The blind pick Kale. Will Nute have an answer to this champion? It's a little bit interesting we're going with the Kale. But I guess Karsiak wants some late game insurance. By the way, for predictions, I need to see ones in the chat. If you are active in the chat, press 1. If you want predictions. Okay. And Nute's just gonna pick the Gragas. Okay. So not necessarily a strong pick into the Kale. Kinda just there to sort of neutralize, but depending on how aggressive Karsiak gets in this game, maybe Nute can find some opportunities to get really, really aggressive. But I see one glaring problem, and I think you see it with me. Sivir is the only physical damage on this team. Amumu does true damage and magic damage. Okay, so auto attacks for mages don't really do anything, right? Amumu's auto attacks technically do true damage when Despair is active due to his passive. Gragas has only magic damage. Syndra, only magic damage. Renata doesn't do damage. She makes other people hit each other. And to be fair, Kale, Trundle, Tristana, some very, very good targets. We may just see the cleanse out of Apex here in the bot lane, because there's a lot of plays that maybe he's gonna want to be able to make. Oh, sorry. Oh! Do we have Sunken Rain top lane against Gnosis here for game 5? Sorry, game 3? Okay, and Nute is playing against Waza with the Syndra. Okay. So, how are we feeling for this game 3, guys? I feel like there's a lot of scaling on both ends. But it's really gonna come down to positional macro. I think R'TiensMoi is gonna have to level up in the sense of I need to see. Ouais, au niveau de cela, j'ai besoin de voir un level up de R'TiensMoi sur la civile. Comme il a fait la game de Zeri là, il faut qu'il chasse le monde. Que s'il chasse pas le monde, I don't know. I feel like if BB doesn't have the damage this game, they're gonna lack damage. Because Trundle straight up built a Koenig Rooker, and you tell me who's killing him. If the Sivir is dead, who's killing this Trundle? Maybe the Justana during a Renata ultimate, but hey, Cleanse counters that. 100%. So, make sure you got your snack, you got your drink, you're taking the time to go to the washroom. I had to go to the washroom, but it kind of disappeared. Because the boys are more important. Do we have enough damage? Because if we don't, I think Karsiak is gonna take this game over. But, I mean, Sivir with like 1,000,000 CS is still a Sivir with 1,000,000 CS. So that is very scary. We'll just have to find out. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we've had 2 games in a row where we've had 10 rich people. Do we have another set of 10 rich people? 30 rich people in one 3-game banger series. Let's find out. We've got ourselves Silver Kale, World Breaker, Trundle, Winterblast Way, Little Demon Tristana, Battle Queen Ralph, Fanatic Gragas, Regifted, Amumu Nute, no! Cafe Cutie, Sivir, and Admiral Glass. We have 29 rich people. Our Throat Goat, Nute, coming in with the Vanilla Syndra skin. I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed because Syndra's got so many cool skins. Give me a second, let me just mute the music real quick. Alright, here we go. Good luck, have fun. We've got ourselves 4 teleports. Barrier versus Cleanse, so Apex already understands. Apex already understands that him getting caught out by the Renata, the Amumu, and the Syndra is unacceptable. Because, to be fair, Levrejo can do some physical damage, but in order for this Trundle to succeed, he's going to have to be decently tanky. So, I'm definitely expecting a Koenig from this, from Levrejo. Maybe not first, but definitely like second or third. An MR resistance item will definitely help him make plays. Because Sunken Rain also went Arcane Comet. Au petit, au niveau de cela pour bien commencer le match. God damn it, Raynars. You guys are never gonna let that meme die, right? It's like, it's the only reason why we're here. Waiting for the emote. Yeah, I'll Vex is working on it. But she's had a pretty busy schedule. So also what do we want it to look like? Do we just want like letters, or do we want it to be like a character's face, or because if we can find like a League of Legends emote, I have all of the emotes. A nice trade here by Nute onto Waza. The Grasping Maw is gonna miss. Here Nos is gonna take a little bit of damage. Has to be careful pre-6 here on the Kale. But let me know. Let me know. I want feedback for that emote because she's working on it, but I don't really know what to tell her for the design. And I want it to be perfect because, you know, it's our first meme. It's my first meme as a streamer. I'll even make it a channel points command. Okay. The level 3 here for Kale. Ooh. Oh, the belly flop. Okay. Kale is continuing the onslaught. She has the flip. Ooh, okay. Second Rain taken pretty low here. And now he's out of pots. There's no attention in this top lane. Both junglers are just AFK Bing farming. Okay. BB here forced a flash early. A really nice engage once again by another nice engage here by Spy, who's really been finding some good engages. Even that game where they lost as Rakan, he was helping the Waza set up the Yon ultimates with some beautiful, beautiful engages. Okay, Gnosis has to be a little bit careful. Well, first blood over to Gnosis here, and it's gonna get traded back. So, crab for crab, though Mumu didn't get much done in terms of farming. The first recall comes in. Now we take a bot lane though. BB in a bit of trouble. We've got the bailout and the flash here from Spy, but Apex doesn't have enough damage to get that second kill. Spy getting that first kill though. We're in a bit of trouble here. And that's the feed. That's the feeds traded. So we do give a kill over to Lolo, but I mean, Renata with money doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And Nute now just pretty comfortable here in this Hwei matchup. The teleport having already come in from Waza. So there's not much that he can do about that. And the Sheen, the first buy from Trundle, so we're probably expecting a Trinity Force. And now Waza gonna keep getting punished. Okay, but Spy and Livredjo looking for a gank here. Nute has the flash, forced to invest it. And Livredjo with his flash able to commit for the kill, giving Waza some good old catch-up money. Alright. Nute is going to be happy. He does have a Hextech alternator already. And now Waza doesn't have his teleport. So, oh. Ooh, okay. Okay. Kale went Swifties first because it's really important that she's got that mobility on her end. Spy's still looking for an engage, and Vledro back here in the bot lane, looking to get the priority on this dragon started. The fireball here from Hui is gonna be enough. And now Karsiak probably gonna go look for some honey fruits here in the river. Might get found out by Tizan on his way back. And yet, indeed, went to go pick up the honey fruits. And that's a 4-man here in the bot lane at the dragon. So that's the first objective of the game taken. And so far, a little 500 gold lead from CSing and the extra kills. It's 4-2 in kills though. And yeah, so far Waza getting zoned away from getting zoned away by Nute, and not much he can do. About it. Tizan gonna take over to level 6, so pretty happy about that. Is going the standard Leandries into tank route because building pure tank into Trundle is ridiculous. You're just giving him so many stats. And now BB here does have a BF sword. Oh, okay. Maybe we're waiting for one more skill shot. Okay. Looks like the Vledro wants priority on these grubs here, but we are going to find... And with the Subjugate, it's not enough because the Amumu didn't have any armor or magic resist. He didn't build any. Though the rotation by Spy and Apex is enough to maybe dissuade something. We're looking for a flash crash down. And Lolo now maybe in a bit of trouble. Okay, and that is going to be Tizan traded here. Trying to zone Gnosis away from as much CS as possible. That's going to be the second objective of the game. Technically taken for free here. Oh, okay. Now Gnosis might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, no, Sunken. So... Okay, Sunken trades 1 for 1, but that is a 1 for 1. Though it's now 2-0 in objectives, and Vledro kind of happy about that. Gets to keep farming. Plated Steel Cap's now finished here for Amumu. And yeah, Syndra already done her first item, looking to keep up the assassination attempts. And Second Rain gonna have to go back to the top lane. You gotta keep matching that kill. Unfortunately, the Drunken Rage auto attack happened just as the Kale ulti happened, so there was a... Ooh, okay, Waza taking a lot of damage and has to kind of respect... has to kind of respect the... Oh, Spy looking for... ooh, that's a lot of damage. Onto Spy, about almost half his HP. If Waza gets caught out here, oh, a body block gonna be blocked by a minion, so Waza does have to play with a little bit of respect here, as if he plays disrespectfully while he's just dead. Trying to zone him out from experience. And that is gonna be the flash here to guarantee. And Sunken Rain with a nice combo here with Tizan, able to take down the Kale. Ultimate was not available, no flash, so Gnosis was basically just guaranteed dead. And Nute comfortably ahead, almost 1,000 gold up. We're the Retro looking for a play here onto Tizan. Ends up using the subjugation. But yeah, this Amumu, this Syndra hurts. And now she has a lot of damage. Okay, so that's okay. Another teleport here in the mid lane. Now we're looking to okay. Ooh, okay, Waza takes about 40% of his HP on that trade alone. And Spy is looking for a play. Just to help Waza push out and survive. The crash down comes here to try and absorb a little bit of the Syndra damage. But she does a ridiculous amount. And the pillar in a dangerous spot here, but Lolo does not get dove on. Fur Dragon is important here. And now we're looking for a play. Okay, the carries on the side. Sorry, Brandy Baton out of mana here on the Sivir, and now we're Apex trying to get here onto trying to get onto Nute. But even through the cleanse and the flash, Tizan is able to find him. And now Joe doesn't have his flash. It's going to be hard for him to get into the pit, though there is vision. And I think Joe's just trying to heal up to try and contest. No, he's just he's going to try and take the fight at the Herald in a minute 30 instead. And the only turret that's taken a lot of chip damage, let's say, is that mid. Sorry, it's the mid outer on blue side and the bot outer on red side. So now turret platings are about to fall off. The grubs have gone over here to the side of the Tristana. So if Tristana can park in a lane for a wave or two, might be able to have a decent amount of fun with that. And now, Brandy Baton does have the money to finish his Yuntals. So he'll be able to do a little bit more damage. And Apex is the one who claims the blue buff. The Cosmic Drive finish here for Gragas is pretty big. It gives him like some extra mobility during the trades with the Kale. And looking at the money, it's about 1,100 gold here for a Mumu, so might get close to. No, so I just building towards. I think Lolo maybe in danger. Doesn't have the flash. Has. Okay. Lolo having a bit of an awkward game, and that's the feats of strength finished here for. Apex Bombardino. They got the kills, plus they got the turret. And Gnosis Karzik is able to get the 1-for-1 here onto Sivir. Tizan takes the kill, so unfortunately Brandy Baton doesn't really have much damage, and like I said, if there's just not much damage here from BB, okay, Sunken Rain gonna be in a bit of trouble. And even with the cast, it's not enough. The flash used by Sunken Rain, and things are getting worse and worse as the game progresses here for for Hold Me Back. Bombardino really leveling up objective-wise, kill-wise, and Spy has been at the forefront of a lot of these great plays, just finding angles with Le Vrai Joe to be able to lock down these carries. And that's the Horizon focus here, finished for Syndra. So that's a lot of AP. Storm Surge plus Horizon focus. She's gonna do a lot of damage. Give me a second. This water bottle is so cold, it's like defrosting onto my desk. And now Cal finished her Nashor's Tube, so now she's working towards, I want to say, a Shadow Flame second. And Justana working on the IE, but BB about 2,000 gold behind here. Doesn't have any money this game. Down 15 CS, and yeah, so far Tizan has basically just bought garage sale items. Oh, okay. Nute getting caught out, and Le Vrai Joe really tanky, not even having to use the subjugate. Just a Merc Treads is enough, and we're looking for a double play passive. But a nice hostile takeover to kind of disengage the situation. But that's all three ults from the bot side of the map, and Nute's flash, and Nute did not make it out alive. I'm definitely gonna need some boots. Waza decided to invest into some Merc Treads. That is a smart idea. He realized that, well, if Syndra sees him, well, Syndra's gonna kill him, and if he dies, well, he's dead. Because people die when they are dead. And if you die when you are dead, well, you get this thing that we love to call Gray Screen Simulator. And in a competitive game, that is a 5v5, if you're not alive and you're dead, and Lolo gets caught once again here, and there's just no damage available. BB's here, but BB's here late to the game, and now Gnosis just gonna run him down. And Gnosis just gonna be able to easily take a kill here, and yeah. Game 1 looks so convincing for the side of Hold Me Back, but it seems like Lolo has just been absent almost this entire series. Some good game 1 plays on the Brum, but outside of that, you want me to do emotes with my head? Sure. I mean, if I can source enough pictures to Vex, she's my emo maker. Yeah, okay. So I'll try and make like, you know, an actually, but for au niveau de cela. I feel like that would be very funny. So I'll start taking some pictures, and hopefully Vex can translate those into funny emotes. All right. Well, we're trying to Tizan trying to find an angle here, but the pillar, the subjugation, he becomes a melting pot. He finds a nice 4-man engage. A hostile takeover is enough, but do we have the damage? The kill ult just comes in here, and there's no follow up. Sunken Rain arrives a little bit late here, and Le Vrai Joe just looking to disengage. We do find Gnosis. Ooh. And that is going to be an assassination here onto Karsic. Really good execute here by Nute. Not much outplay that you could do there. Avec souvent genre no damage. Sounds good, yeah. Well, we'll look at it. You know, the problem is though, we do need some more subs. So if you guys want to get us to the next sub bracket, we could definitely work on some cool audience voted emotes. But we do need a few more subs. So right now I only have 5 slots. And I can change one of the emotes that I currently have, but I like 4 out of 5 of them. I really like them. So if we do want more emotes, we'll get more emotes when I get more subs. But they're in the works. They're in the works. We just need to know what to do with them for them. And Tizan here has a Curse of the Sad Mummy, but he's super squishy and no one else is there. A nice bait trap set up by the likes of Bombardino. Nute here to take a turret in the top lane, but there's not much that we can do right now. Looking at the gold, Sivir is down 3,000 gold, so she doesn't have any money to do damage. Gragas is down 2k, but he's not really a carry. He's more of like a tank and just there to be annoying. And yeah, our main source of attack damage is just MIA. R'TiensMoi had a good game 1 and then decided to go on vacation for games 2 and 3. We have not seen him play like he played that game 1 on the Zeri. But I feel maybe R'TiensMoi's bot lane might be their, it might not be their shining lights. Okay, we're gonna get some vision here for the upcoming Chemtech Dragon that's coming, but Nute now might be in trouble. Spy gonna flash over, and we're looking to get onto Waza. But that's the Hue Wombo. The burst is enough. And with the Merc Treads, he just survives the onslaught. Spy finds another beautiful engage. And now Gnosis.
I am your salvation.
And now R'TiensMoi really needs some money. So at least it's really good that they gave him some money. But Levrejo is here. Gonna just pop the... and interrupt Lolo's recall. Apex takes a turret because he's got Grubs and he's Tristana, so he's pretty comfortable here. Spy and Levrejo just looking to deny entrances. They have to buy some time. The TP is available here for Gnosis. And, oh, okay. Interesting flash here from Spy. Throws out the Ramis. Okay. And, yeah, that's just gonna be Chemtech's whole point here. For the side of Chemtech's whole point here over the side of Bombardino. And Trundle, like I said, he built some MR, so now that he has the Spirit Visage, honestly speaking, if he builds a Randuin's and then he can go back to building another MR item, I think he'll just basically be invincible. We've got objective bounties now set up for Hold Me Back, but and Sunken Rain has to be careful. Gnosis is about to take the level 16 very, very soon. Whoa. Okay, Tizan here finding Spy, forcing the crash down. But yeah, Gnosis, he kind of hurts. He's got a slow, and he's just gonna auto Sunken Rain to death. And this was the counter pick into the Kale, by the way. So things are really not working out, and the Kale has essentially just fully scaled, almost on 3 items at this point, really getting comfortable, and yeah, things are just pretty rough here for the side of Hold Me Back. And are we? Yeah, we're just gonna start up the Baron because why not? Nute isn't anywhere near here, and by the time he teleports, it'll be over. There's no vision in the brush, and Spy is here to play defense. And yeah, look at the wombo combo, and now we just Apex just finding just finding people, and Nute gonna get caught out here. Sure, Apex might. Oh no, Apex not even gonna die. So it's a 4-for-1 right now, and yeah, we're just gonna take. Yeah, we're just gonna start the Baron up again. Sure, Spy's on vision, but now there's nothing they can do about it. We also have the Chemtech Soul in 2 minutes. So, yeah, Apex really leveling up this series. This game 3 has been almost all about him. Just really putting in the work, dodging the skill shots, and surviving with some really, really good hands diffing against Brainsy Baton, who had his number in game 1. Okay, Amumu now with the Bloodletter's Curse, Abyssal Mask, working towards the Unending Despair. But the more resistances you build, the more you die to this Trundle. He upgraded the Merc Treads, and now he's probably getting a Deadman's Blade. And he's just, honestly, if you're Trundle here, you're super happy with how the game's going. Because the damage isn't doing damage, and you're kind of just existing to exist. And now a Subject Ink comes out, and you're healing 115 damage a second. And yeah, Apex can just continue just clearing the waves. Just almost 3.5 items Tristana. Another nice all-in. Okay. It is a 2-for-1 at the end of the day, forcing the teleport here from Waza. A really good hostile takeover. But Lolo, yeah, Nose is just gonna play with his food at this point. And that's just a triple kill for Gnosis, and he's super comfortable. Almost 4, well, technically 4 items. He has his 20 stack Magi's, and it doesn't look like anything can bother him. And yeah, well, this Gragas counterpick just really not putting in any work. And now Apex is level 16, has a lot of range, and just does a lot of damage. We're almost going to get to 100% crit. And we are at 100% crit. This Tristana, fully scaled. The Silver Wind condition is still like an item plus away. But the thing is, there's just so much damage. And Kale now, tier 3 boots, upgraded boots, Magi's, and 4 completed items. So basically almost 6 items. And she's super happy with that. And look at Gnosis. He's just melting Tazan. Two attacks did 30% of his HP. That's what do you want him to do? What do you want them to do against this kill? It's like against a Cassidon, you know, or like a Senna that's fully scaled. It's just like some champions, you're on a timer to do something, and if you don't do something, well, the game just ends. So now we're looking here, and Tazan here gonna get caught out by the Spiraling Despair, and he gets the revive, but we try to get the kill on Tizan. The bailout's gonna wear out, and he's gonna come back to life during that team fight. But that's 2 inhibs. You're and the Sivir and the Mumu ults are gone, so you have no ways of turning. They also have the Chemtech Soul, so now they're gonna group top, open that 3rd inhib, and then they're also just denying so much resources. I mean, Tizan has been level 14 for what feels like a millennia. There's just no experience to be gained. Gnosis has Flame Horizon Sunken Rain and just does insane amounts of damage. Now Spy is making his way back. He's almost on 3 items as well. So there's not much gas left in the tank here for Hold Me Back. Things are looking very grim at 11,000 gold deficits. Facing down a fully scaled Kale. That can, yeah, she could just go to town. If Tizan jumps in, he dies. Like, he is not coming back to life. And now, yeah, R'TiensMoi has a spell shield, not an auto attack shield. And now Apex just looking to explode that turret. And yeah, we've got super minions running into the base. So you kind of have to make your play now. And yeah, Nute just gonna get one shot. Gnosis really just he twerking on that. The shutdown comes down. We do get Gnosis, but at the end of the day, we trade Gnosis for the end of the game. And Apex and Gnosis really leveling up in this series. That's gonna be a 2-1 win by. That's a reverse sweep by Apex Bombardino. It's rare that we see reverse sweeps, but they just, after game 1, they just had the momentum 100% for games 2 and games 3. So au niveau de cela, ça va conclure le stream de ce soir. We are back tomorrow night for the IDM finals between University of Alfeng Juan and the VCM. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. VOD should be up for midnight tonight. And yeah, take care. Ciao, bye.